Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Charlotte, and we went from a nice clean desk to this. It is just how I roll. I cannot help myself. So, what are we doing? I have no idea, and I'll tell you why I have no idea. I am so out of my comfort zone that I'm glad to be out of my comfort zone, but I'm so far out of it that I don't even know if what I'm trying to do, if I'm doing it. I mean, I know there's really no right or wrong, but there's a pattern, and I have no idea. So there's a backstory to this. The backstory to this is, and I don't know where it gets its name, Flip Flop Journal. Flip Flop Journal. I think that if you were to search Flip Flop Journal, all sorts of flip flop journals would come up. Why it's called that, I don't know. But this is what happened. So one day last week, I was on the computer chatting with Sherry Liberto, and most of you probably know Sherry. She's in the comments. She and I, we will FaceTime each other. So we were on the computer. It was about 6 o'clock my time, and I'm on Mountain Time. And Sherry FaceTimed me. And she says, I've started this new envelope journal, and I'm so excited, and I want to show it to you. And so I kind of thought to myself, well, I've done several envelope journals, so my brain's spinning, what is she going to show me? And she pulled out, I think it was 5 envelopes, and they were going every which way, and she's trying to show me, and I'm trying to absorb it, and I got intrigued, and she's like, she's all excited by it, and she says, have you ever heard of 507 Willow House Journals? And I said, no. I was in the office at the time, so while she and I were speaking, I pulled up 507 Willow House Journals, and I subscribed right away so that I could go back and look to see what it was that Sherry was talking about. So she was saying there's this really cool journal, and it's made from these envelopes. And so we finished our conversation, hung up, and then I went on a search, and I found that particular site belongs to Leslie out of Alabama. And I found a couple videos that kind of showed you, but didn't really show you. Between the two videos, they were done differently. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to need to try to figure this out. So I sat down, and the first envelope that Leslie uses is always the smallest, so you've just got this layered look. So I put that together, but then this one, on one of her videos, was a pocket, and I didn't get a pocket out of this, and I couldn't figure out how to get the pocket. So I just went ahead and put 5 envelopes together the way I thought that they should be. And I knew it was not what Leslie was doing. As a matter of fact, I think this would go like that. So that you'd have this, there's a signature in here, then there's usually a pocket, then there's there wouldn't be a signature there. See, this is where this is messed up, but then there would be a signature here. So that's only giving me 2 signatures. So I knew I am going to finish this. We're going to finish this one online. That's what I had originally planned to do, is do this with y'all together. But then it just started bothering me. And so I went and put more envelopes together. So I got this envelope, and here is a pocket. So this would be a signature, and I think that might have been right, because then I think this is going to be a signature, and then this is a signature. I think that's what I'm having. But this is what makes this different. It's not the envelopes, okay? It's the signatures. That is where, for me, it is way outside the box, and I'm going to explain that to you now. Sorry, I needed a sip of tea. The signatures are all predominantly book pages, ledger paper, antique paper. Not so much, you will find coffee or tea-dyed paper, but for the most part, it is any kind of book paper. And then you take that, like I'm trying to do with this signature. This is gonna be my first signature for in here. So what is so outside the box for me on this is that this was a book page here, this piece, and I totally covered it up. I collaged it, I used digitals, I have a flip out here, totally covered this up. But then you've got, I'm not going to cover this up at all. There's a pocket. This is what's difficult for me. This is the thinking outside the box. Then I do have this coffee tea dyed paper. I'm not going to leave it like that. I'm going to collage on it. This page here, I'm going to do a little collaging on. I think I'm going to add a couple more pages. Here is a German page here. So the majority of this is pages that are uneven, don't match, can be digitals, but for the most part, from what I've seen, really aren't digitals. And can be some coffee dyed paper, but for the most part, not really. So it's a different concept. Like when I look at this one, this probably is going to show you a little bit better what I'm talking about. So that probably is the front of this signature. So we have a book page here. We're going to do something with this book page. I have no idea. We have an ad here in what I think might be German, but I'm not sure. Then I used a little bit of coffee dyed paper. Then we have another book page that flips out. I did use some Medieval Mirage, and I did use, it's just so far outside of what I do that I had to do it. I just said, okay, I'm ready for a challenge. This may end up in the recycling bin. I have no idea. But until then, let's just play with it and let's see. So I really thought I'm going to work on this first signature, and I'm going to sew the first signature in. So I can't change my mind. So this, when we've completed this, and I was thinking last night I might add a little bit more to this. Sometimes Leslie sews them in, and then as she's working on them, her signatures are already sewn in. I thought, ooh, and I just noticed that's torn, but it's okay. This is old. I don't know if this has a date on it. I don't see one, but it is an old piece of paper, and it feels really good. I think I'm going to work on these, and then I'm going to stitch it in, just because I don't know what I'm doing. So I hope everybody out there is having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Our company went up to Sedona and Flagstaff, and they'll be back later on today. And so I thought I'd get in here. It is early Sunday morning. You're seeing this Monday, but it is early Sunday morning, and I just thought, let's do this. So I know I am not going to mess with this page because this is an old page and it's just really cool. I might put a little bit of washi tape or something up there just to protect that. But then we've got this here. And this might be a little bit long. I think I might have to trim it. But I want to do something. I know I want to do something with this page. And so that's what I'm working on. Like I said, I don't really have anything any particular thing that's happening. I pulled a bunch of my digitals. That's pretty, but I don't know if I want to hide that entire page. I don't think I do, but we've got the lavender there. That might be pretty. Let's do something with that and see how we like that. So there's a lot of tearing, a lot of cutting, a lot of gluing, and yeah. So I will link 705 Willow House Journals down below in the description box so that you can go over there and have a look and see what I'm talking about. Leslie is a hoot. She reminds me so much of when we lived in Georgia. She's got a great Alabama accent. I love listening to her. Do I want to make this a pocket? No. Well, I could. Maybe I will make this a pocket. I could make it a long pocket. Want some of that pink. Well, I'm going to have to cut this down because it is too wide. We're going to have to tear this down. About 1/4 inch. Does that look about right? Anyway, yeah, I love listening to her. She is funny. So thank you, Sherry, for that. And it's got a lot of white. Let's get rid of this. Maybe we can make a pocket out of this. We'll just tuck this under. We could do that. Save that. But I love coffee tea dyed paper. I don't want it all covered up. So I am thinking that might make a nice pocket. And that's the thing. I just have to get my brain away from how I was doing things and into this different mode. And it's different. So I think I'm going to take a piece of book page, and I got this book page off of Amazon. Nothing special about it. And I think I am going to back. Let's see if you can see through this. And you can't, but I just might, just to have some color showing up at the top. I think I might do that. So let's do that. And I bent the pen that goes in my glue bottle. So now I've got a pen that I don't think it's stainless steel, so that means it's gonna rust. Let me look and see. Yeah, it's rusting. I don't know if you see that. It's starting to rust. So now I've got to go find some. I either have to find a pen with another cap, or I'm gonna have to, this is so crooked it isn't even funny. All right, well, we're gonna get this on there, and no, I better straighten this out. I'm not used to tearing. That's another thing. I tear some things, but for the most, I don't tear paper. I cut paper. And so I never have to worry about, do I have a straight line? Because when I cut paper, I know I have a straight line, unless I mess it up. So now I'm tearing paper, and that's a whole nother thing, guys, for sure. That tearing, it's a whole nother thing, just trust me. But I would, if you want a challenge, I would go for this. just get out your books, your magazines, your old papers, and they don't have to be old, but get out your ledger, get out everything but your coffee, tea dyed, or white paper, and make your signatures out of that. That's probably the best way that I can describe this. I think I'm going to leave a little border here. If it's going to be too big, I can cut it. And then let's see if this won't make a pretty pocket. And I think it will. So I'm going to tear. Let's see what happens. I'm going to leave a little bit down there. And so you know what happens. We have scraps, and lots of scraps. Kind of like that torn edge, and I'm not going to distress. So I think we are going to put that there. And ooh, I like that. So yeah, let's put this pocket down here. I hope everybody is doing well. I had a great weekend. We had fun with our company. We had a big dinner with the whole family. And then they spent the night and got up, I think it would be Thursday, and they went up into the Superstition Mountains and went on a hike. And beautiful. I mean, our weather is absolutely gorgeous right now. So they went on a hike and enjoyed that. And then they left Friday to go up to Flagstaff, Sedona, and I think they were visiting friends up in Kingman. That would be pretty. A piece of this would be pretty, wouldn't it? What else can I put on here? This is where it gets tricky for me because just not certain about this. And I don't know that I want that because I've got that right there. What do we have? I could continue on with some book page. No, I could leave it and come back to it. And maybe that's what I should do. Leave it and come back to it. We're going to leave that and come back to it because I don't have a clue. Then you turn this and you've got this. Don't want to do anything with this at all here. I think so. This is upside down. That doesn't really... Let's see. What are we working with here? I kind of like that. Kind of like that. This is a pocket. Be nice to kind of strengthen the pocket with something. How about this? Ooh, and that just fits. Maybe we'll do this. I think I like that. This paper right here, I think is, what is this? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm sorry. I don't know whose paper this is. Was in my stash, but that's another thing. If I'm going to be doing these and using a lot of these digitals to collage with, I will start writing down the pages so that you can go check them out. I know this is Medieval Mirage. This I have had. This might be Art Cult. I'm not positive because this page here came from this kit, and it might be Art Cult. This is one of my favorites, but I've not used it in a long time, so not completely sure. So I think we're going to put this here, and that's just going to really strengthen that pocket. So let's do that. And then as far as this paper goes, I just had gone into Amazon and I just searched for vintage paper for journaling, and this came up, and I thought, yeah, that's good. Make sure I'm at the edge. So get that down. Get this down, and then we don't have so much white. So our company comes back today, and they fly back to North Carolina tomorrow. We have been busy wrapping Christmas gifts. And another thing Leslie said, let me take a sip of this tea real quick. She's got a list of people that want her journals. So as she creates her journals, they are spoken for. And she says she's got a long list. If you're interested in one of her journals, go into her Etsy shop and just put your name on the list. And I had to laugh because I'm sitting there thinking, how long is a list? You know, I'm sitting there asking myself, how long is a list? For me, if I had 4 people on a list, I'd be feeling the pressure. That to me is a list. 4 would be, yeah. But she didn't say, and I did go in. I put my name on the list, told her I was interested, and I know I'm going to the bottom of the list, but I don't know what that means. I'm like, Leslie, what's that mean? You're at the bottom of the list. Is that 20? Is that 40? I just hope I live long enough. But, yeah, I had to laugh at that. I thought that was so cute. She says, I've got a list, and, you know, you put your name on, you go to the bottom of the list, and I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I'm at the bottom, guys, and that's okay. But I had to laugh. So, but her journals are just really, really cute. Really cute. I kind of like that there. Just gives you something to look at, and I think that paper's so pretty. So I think I'm going to put that there. I just know if I can make one of these with every one that I make, hopefully you're going to you're going to see improvement. Oh, I think I want it here because I do like to see that white. I'm going to put it here. Yeah, because I really do like seeing that white. So that looks good to me. So there's a pocket. Now, I don't want to forget that there's a pocket. I don't think I will. So we go from, I kind of have to look at it just to know that I know what I'm doing. We go from, this also comes from this, and this was this was a long time ago, but my printer messed up. But it messed up with the pink, and I just thought that looks so cool that I left it. I just thought that, so yeah, that didn't come like that. That was a mess up. So here's a pocket, and we have this beautiful piece of old paper Then we've got this pocket here, and we are definitely going to have to do something up here. And we need to do something here, but then we've got that, and that looks good. Then we've got this German word. And it looks like this probably was a story. So okay. Yeah, my mind is going, guys, because I'm just not real sure what I am going to do. So let's look at some paper. Let's see what we've got. Maybe this would be pretty there. Maybe I want, but I don't like it next to this. That's a no. Oh, also another thing I did is I went on Amazon and I bought some plastic containers with snaps so that as I'm printing my pages, I can put like all of my Medieval Mirage in one area. And I already used that. I can put all of Medieval Mirage in one envelope and do the same with all these others so that when I pull them out and use them, I can share with you where they came from. I've got some My Porch prints. Love her. This is the one I need to find for you. See, that's so beautiful. There's where my printer messed up, but it's so cool. And that's so much the same. As much as I love that, I don't want that. And what else do I have? I have that. Ooh, this might be pretty with the birds. How about, let's see what this looks like. Get this out of the way. Okay. So does that look with this? No, I kind of like that. Let me see. Let's see if I folded this back. Let's see what would happen. See what this does to the other side. This is what I mean, guys. It's just foreign way of doing things. Nope, I'm going to cut this off, I think. I think I am going to put this here. Maybe I just want the birds. Maybe with a little bit of border. No border. Okay, save that for something else. And we just want these birds. Then we can come back and put a pocket on this if we want later. But yeah, I think I'm going to put that on there because next to this, that looks really good. So we're going to do that. And I can always, when this is sewn in, revisit and see if there's something I want to change. Do I want to add? I'm not going to go all the way to the top because I do like seeing coffee tea dyed paper, but I do have to be careful for the spine. So I like that. And we're going to leave this. So we've got this. But I do want to do something with this because he counted his other losses. And I don't want the word losses. So we're going to cover this up. But do we want to cover up all the white? I don't think so. And I really do like seeing that word. So we have some paper here from, I think I've got paper from Dust to Roses. Is it Dust to Roses? I think this might be Dust to Roses. Isn't that pretty? This is beautiful. We might remember that right there. That is beautiful. Let's keep this out. I think this might be Dust to Roses. And then I have Nicola. This is what I did. This is what I'm going to have to start doing. This paper cameo. And I am definitely going to have to start doing this because I do not remember. I have so many digitals and I can't remember them all. And if you could see the left part of my desk, you would run away. You would say, oh my goodness, Charlotte, what are you thinking, girl? What are you thinking? So that is another thing. When you're doing this, it can get really busy, but busy seems to be the way to go too. Boy, we've got a lot of pink, which that is all right. This could be a background though, couldn't it? This could be a background, and then I really like those red roses. So you know what, guys? Let's do this. So where is my spine? Let's go ahead and get this down here. Put this like this. Then we know that we're going to close with no trouble. I'm going to make sure that we close with no issue at all. I'm going to put that like that, and then I'm going to tear this. Keep your fingers crossed for me. I need to go to tearing school. But like anything else, you tear enough, you're going to get it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You can have some jagged edges, and you're going to be good. So this is here. We're going to open this up. We're going to have this, and then we're going to have this. So what about if we, let's tear this out and see what happens. Okay, Charlotte, how are you going to do this? Tear to there. Tear to there. Oh, Leslie, what have you done to me, girl? I should say Sherry, what have you done to me? Leslie's showing me the new way. Sherry got me in trouble here. I think I like that. So I'm going to take this off. I'll do something else with that. I do want to see the background. Ooh, I think that is so pretty. Let's see here where I didn't get any glue. Is my glue coming out? Probably not. Oh yeah, it did. Okay. What was on the other side? That won't work. Okay, I'm gonna have to tear this off. I do like that. Tear the bottom. Yeah, we're gonna put that there. I meant to pull my phone out and see how many minutes we've been on. We're gonna craft together till we get this done. And I'll probably do some of it off camera. But the next one we do with the other envelopes that I showed you, we're gonna do start to finish together. Yes, you are just gonna have to, oh my goodness, Charlotte, could that be any more? Doesn't have to be totally the same on both sides, but geez. Geez, girl. All right, so let's see what this looks like. Start to finish. What would this look like up here? Ooh, I like that. Look at that. It pulls the pink out. There's a little bit of pink in here. Look at that. I think I might do that. I wonder what does this look like? Ooh, I like that. Look at that. Guys, let's do that. Look at that there. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to cover that up, whatever that is. I can't even tell what that is. So let's get this down here. Just like that. And then we are going to put this here. Yep, just like that. Look at that. Oh, guys, I can't believe it. Okay. We are rolling. I'm either going to cut the end off. I'm going to turn it over to the other side and see what it looks like. Let me see what this would look like. Well, I would hide that pink. And I don't want to do that. So we are going to cut that off. We are cutting that off. If I didn't have that pretty pink there, I probably would have kept it. Just turned it over. But there's not enough color there to warrant that. So that's not a big deal. So let's look at this from the beginning and see how this looks. Now this is a pocket. Let's remember that's a pocket. So this is what right now, unless I add, and I think I'm going to add a couple more papers. Let me stick this in there just so that I don't get a big clot. And then you'll have to sit and watch me deal with that. So right now, this signature, we've got the pocket there. We've got that cool piece of vintage paper. There's a pocket. I do like that. I'm glad we did that. And then I've got this birds, and we need something down here. I will find something to put down there. Nope. But I will find us something. Then we've got this with a pocket. We've got this piece here. Probably do something up here. We have some cool deli paper here. And then we've got this. So let me look and see how many minutes I have you on here and see if we should keep going. Oh, 40 minutes. Okay, guys, 40 minutes I think is long enough. I'm going to let you go, and we will pick up in the next video. I might do a little something to finish this signature, but we've got 2 more signatures to work with. So, have a really, really great day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.